Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Hard 100, a video series documenting the culling of my collection from what it is to what it is going to be, and that is a Hard 100 games. This is another lunchtime edition of the Hard 100. Today we are playing a game that actually fits the lunch theme a little bit more. It's a game about making soup. What kind of soup? A Burgoo. Burgoo by TMZ and Dan Manfredini, which sounds like a pasta on its own. Is that racist? Maybe, I don't know. Is a game in which you and some other player tries to make soup, but it's more interesting than that and less interesting than that. So Burgoo is a game that came out a while back that I got on Kickstarter a long time ago in 2014. So what you have on the table is you have a pile of tokens. You have your column of 12 tiles. I have my column of 12 tiles. Each column has 2 of the ingredients, etc. And what you're doing is on your turn you can do one of 3 things. 1, you can add an ingredient to the soup, which is the pile. You just say, I got a meaty token, and I put it down and I go meat top. So for every column I have that has meat on the top, I take that little meat and bloop, throw it in the pot. Or I can say meat bottom and put in the bottom, or onions or whatever. But also if you have meat on your top, then you can bloop that as well. You can also sample an ingredient, and that's the way you get more tiles. You say, I'm gonna sample this, and you take an onion and you put it in your hand so the other person knows you have an onion. Or you can split the batch, in which case you will take, let's say, a carrot, and you'll say, oh, discard the carrot. So on your column, you see where your carrot is, and you can split it above or below, and then take this one line and bloop, make it into 2. So that way when you get rid of a tile, it could possibly be on the top of both. And that's the game. That's everything. That's it. You're trying to get rid of all of your tokens. There are other rules in place that allow you to steal from another player whenever they put their soup ingredient in the soup, and then you take it soup. This game is a neat puzzle. I feel like it would be a really decent iPhone game, or I feel like this would be a smaller part to a bigger whole, giggity, in which if this is the mechanic that's driving a larger game, I think that would be kind of interesting. I like the idea of having the column and I get rid of one and I'm trying to slowly take away this column of tiles, and then if I split it, I'm giving myself more surface area to try to get rid of stuff, or I have to try to take, it's kind of neat, kind of a neat idea. However, once I've played it once or twice, I have no interest in playing this Burgoo, but I would like to play a game that uses the Burgoo in a game, I guess. So let's do some housekeeping. 2 to 5 chefs. We played it 2 players. When you play it with 2, you each have 2 columns, which actually makes it more interesting because then I'm thinking about more to get rid of than just 1 column at a time. Move. Ages 10 and up, I'm assuming, so you don't choke on all these bits. And it's in the bag because it came like this, because it was a very small flash game. And then 15 to 20 minutes. It was very, very, very quick. And it wasn't a bad time. I didn't hate it, but I'm never gonna play it again. So Burgoo is out of my Hard 100. This game, I think, is a decent idea. I just wish there was more game behind it and less of an activity. Not bad though. Not bad, but not good enough to stay in my collection. Also, as a nice added bonus, there's actually a recipe for how to fucking make Burgoo, whatever Burgoo is. Also, I know it's Burgoo or Burgoo, I don't know, I said it like 6 different times. Meat and potatoes and onions and celery and carrots. I don't know what the fuck goes in a Burgoo. But if you want to know, you don't really need this. I don't even think you can find this anywhere anymore, but it's decent. I can't wait for them to put this in a real game. Katos. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me on this latest lunchtime edition of the Hard 100. I hope you and yours are well. Peace out. Rock on. No, wait. Yeah.